got me down again.
That was grindy. Time to go. Let's go get some protein in us. In me. Gotta get some protein in me. It's my day. And then start doing adult things before the day really gets started. You know, adult things. Because I'm an adult. Alright. Now that we are done working out, time for a protein shake. So I just either go fat-free milk or almond milk. And then I throw a little of this stuff in there for a little taste and added protein. It's PB2. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. This is actually the Simple Truth version of PB2. So what it is basically peanut powder. So it's peanut butter without all the oil and added fats and stuff into it. So it's a lot healthier, easier to stay lean. And then I go some of this Cytosport, what's it called? 100% whey. Everything that we use in professional baseball has to be NSF certified. As you see there. I generally try to stay pretty lean with everything that I eat. I'm supposed to be eating somewhere around 200 grams of protein a day, 200 grams of carbs, and then 40 to 70 grams of fat. So as you guys will kind of see, that looks like a lot of food throughout the day. It means you got to have a lot of snacks. I'm constantly reminding myself I need to eat, but with staying so active, I burn off a lot of that. So later today, I'm going to go hit with one of the Padres coaches. He was my coach in AA a couple years ago, named Johnny Washington. So I'm going to go have a little hitting lesson with him, actually at top tier facility where I work. And so I'm just going to hang out there and for about a half an hour or so. And then I have 2 lessons tonight, 2 hitting lessons, because I'm molding young minds. All right, guys, next is lunch. We're cooking a HelloFresh. I know you guys follow us and see that this is one of our big things that we do, so I'm going right into it. Ready, go drizzle of olive oil over medium-high heat, let that warm up a bit, and then we're going to throw this chicken on there. Got our drizzle of olive oil. Our chicken is coated in salt and pepper, and we're good to go. So there's a discount code below if you guys want to save $40 on your first HelloFresh order. Go ahead and check that out.
Yummy, yummy.
Alright guys, next on the agenda is I'm going to have to give a sermon this Sunday at church. It's something that I've been doing since I was baptized. And so my church is pretty traditional. We don't have a pastor or a preacher or anything. We practice what's called mutual ministry. So basically the men in our church that are a part of the congregation get up and take part in the duties of the church, such as giving a sermon, taking in the Lord's table, leading songs, reading, things like that. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a talk on this book right here called Boundaries. It's basically on how to establish boundaries in your life and in a spiritual way. The book is very biblical and gives a lot of scripture throughout. And so when I put together a lesson, I generally try to take some kind of experience that I've had since I last talked, or maybe a book like this that I like, and apply it to biblical practices and vice versa. You know, biblical themes that I really like, that I feel like I've encountered, that I try and compare and, you know, encourage the people at my church to basically do such things. And so, yeah, it tends to be a lot of work, but it's very worth it. I've learned a lot through all of the lessons that I've done. So Korrin just took Scout to the dog park, and I have responsibilities here that I need to work on my talk.
What's your favorite thing about coaching?
There's these little nuggets that you get when you're playing that are like light bulb moments, that when a coach or whoever it is passes that piece of knowledge onto you, that it is such a cool moment to, I guess, have your eyes opened and go, oh, that makes so much sense. Or to, you know, like when a coach explains something to you and you figure it out and it just clicks. The thing that I've liked most about coaching is getting to pass that along. So the things where, you know, are big game changers within the game, getting to pass that knowledge along to a kid and have him be able to make it a part of his game or a part of his routine, or, you know, seeing a kid put something into practice and have it actually really work when it wasn't working for him before, I think is the coolest part about coaching.
If there was only one thing that you could say to a little boy or girl that was wanting to go down the path that you've gone, what would it be?
I think the biggest thing that I've taken away from my career so far is that you will get out what you put into it. If you are as dedicated as you think you are, then you will see payback from that work. And unfortunately, life is not fair, and it might not always be in your sport respectively, but you're gonna be paid off in some way for the work that you put in. And it might not be, like I said, directly in your sport, but the life lessons that you learn from that, with all the work that you put in, you learn how to create good habits and how to work hard. Those things build up and they become a part of who you are. So if I was given advice and someone was trying to chase down this dream, I would just say that if you want it bad enough, then you have to be able or willing to put the work in for it. That's the biggest thing. You have to be willing to work for it, and harder than anybody else.
We're going under, and there's nothing we can do. The final hour before we let it go to rest. It's such a heartbeat pounding in your chest in this story.
Backlash written on me, card rubbing on a glass bowl. I've been ballin', bring my ladies in, coming down. I'm already out, already on the countdown. I'ma set it right. Got the backlash written on me, cold running from the pole, and it's on me. Don't know which way we're going now, I don't wanna know it. Might as well be going down, I don't wanna know it.
Try, good miss. Posture, right? Remember that when you're flaring balls that way, it's because usually you went like this. Okay? Keep that posture tall. Yes, there it is. Very nice, Luke. Very nice. Very nice, Luke. Perfect. Hold the bat however you got to, so that when you're at contact, it's flat. Okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to hit this flat part of the bat every time. Okay, so look, if I line it up, I hold the bat like this. If I'm steep, or if I'm up, see, I'm not gonna hit that flat part, so we gotta be flat. And feet together now, okay? That's way better. Perfect. So it is now 8:13. I am back from the facility and winding down for the night, but it's probably gonna be a long night for me because I am running practice tomorrow for top tier, and so I'm writing up a practice plan. Practice from 9 to 11, and then I have a lesson afterwards, so it'll be kind of a grind, but and then afterwards I'm done with this. I'm gonna work on my sermon for church, and then I will call it a night. Hopefully that gave you a good little insight as to what my day looks like in the off season. As I said before, it's, the most important things are working out, my nutrition, making sure I'm getting my work in at the field and stuff, all that baseball good stuff, and then making sure I'm making money somehow in the off season, since we don't get paid in the off season in the minor leagues or in baseball in general for that matter. So, keeping busy, finding a way to make some money when I'm not playing baseball. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got to see a little bit of what I do. So yeah, make sure to like our video, subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you guys next time.